Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is November 19, 2018. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying to all the new subscribers, thank you who recently subscribed. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and I hope you keep coming back for more. I got quite a few windows open up, and I mean quite a few. So I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible, but I can't make any guarantees, so I hope you could stick around. Some information is good. I think you'll get some takeaways from it. The reason why I do the reseller news, folks, is for people just like you and I, or buyers and sellers who sell on e-commerce platforms, be it eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, whatever it may be. There's a whole bunch of them out there. And I like to share information with you guys, and that's what this YouTube channel is all about, is sharing and bringing things into light, to focus as to what's going on in the e-commerce world. I cover different topics as well, not only the reseller news, but I also do some other videos that may be of interest, some do-it-yourself, how-tos, or whatever. Or I just may carry about a topic or a conversation about something that may have happened in my life. Not too often, but I do share these things. But anyway, without further ado, I hope you can stick around and check it out. I'm going to bump out of here, and the first screen we're going to go to is right over here. Let's bear with me for 1 second. There we go. All right, I'm going to put my glasses on for this stuff. Now, for those who are new, I know you see a whole bunch of windows up here, folks. I know, but it's some good information, and I want to share it with you guys. I know I could probably break it down in 2 segments, but I figured let me just get it out in the open. This one here is from the Sun, and I just want to also share this with you guys. I do not read everything verbatim. I will touch bases on them, and the rest is up to you if you want to pick up where I left off. I will give you the URLs and tell you the company where I got it from, and the rest is up to you. This one here is from the Sun. The URL is www.thesun.co.uk. It goes on to say here, all right. Now this one here is, and the only reason I bring these up to you, bring these up to your attention, folks, in some cases, is because it deals with eBay. All right. It says we are sat net for thieves. Warning for eBay sellers as app exposes home address within a few meters of leaving them to open to thieves. The app lets potential buyers zoom in on the exact postcode of where the item is for sale. Now here's the thing, folks. Now this basically is dealing with the United Kingdom, because you see here the price over here. Now here's the thing. Here's a little gray area about this here. Now, if you're selling something on eBay, right, and you're selling it where it says for pickup, free delivery or local pickup, I should say. Same thing with Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, right? They all three of them fall in that category, right? If you're selling something like this motorcycle, and again, I'm not speaking in defense of thieves or anything like that, but I'm just trying to bring it to your attention though. You do have to disclose, not in the ad, by all means. I sold something that I had. I sold a chair on Facebook Marketplace. I did not display my home address until the person who was actually going to buy it contacted me. Okay, it's all the way you set it up. Now, if there is something like this here, where if it's an app that's causing this problem, which that's what it sounds like. See over here it says sell as app. Okay, and when I think of app, I think of a home, an app that you put on your phone. You may not want to do this then. Okay, you might not want to use this feature. Okay, what you might want to do is if you're going to sell a thing like this here, in this particular case, the motorcycle, it would be a car, boat, whatever it may be you're selling. Do it on eBay, and if it's a boat, you want. Well, it depends. The boat's sitting in the driveway, they can pick up the trailer. Because I've seen things on eBay where people are selling boats and you got to go to the docks and look at it there. I think you could also buy it right there and then probably, move, have it shipped to your place, whatever. But in this case, we're talking about a motorcycle. Basically, I would just do a local pickup, I wouldn't disclose my address. I mean, you could say, if it's a local town or whatever. Now, I don't know if you want to disclose your town in there as well. But, you're going to, at one point, they're going to have to get your address to get there unless... In this particular case, you're that, worried about where you live, then in that case you may say, well, I'll tell you what, the thing is still legalized on the road. I could drive it to a place. If you have a trailer to pick it up, I can meet you at a parking lot and you could pick it there. We could do close the transaction there. But for the most part, I don't think people are going to go to that route. They may, however they may. But that's another story. But again, you got to think about, like I said, there is a little gray area here. If the app is causing a problem to expose their actual home address, with the whole kit and caboodle numbers and something, so on, well, then you might want to not use that app. That's all I could say, basically. But there is a gray area, like I said, again, in regards to Facebook Marketplace. Like I said, I sold a chair, and I had to give the person my address to get here. They wanted to meet. It was an office chair. They said, you want to meet in a parking lot or whatever? I said, no, that's no big deal. I'm not, first off, I got a little car. And if I was to put that chair in there, it was an office chair. If I was to put that in my car, I could probably damage it. For what, you know? I had the thing, I sold it. The person came by, picked it up, closed the deal, done. It was a done deal, no problems, no problem. We don't know what situations had arisen from the person coming to my house to pick it up. So if you feel, you know, uncomfortable with this type of thing, then you may not want to use that app. Anyway, let's move right along. And again, you know the URL. I'm going to bump out of here. I'm going to close these windows as I go along. That's why I got to be careful how I'm closing, because if I X them out, then I'm missing out on some of the stuff here. This one here is from E-commerce Times. Now you might be saying, what is this here? I just wanted to share it with you guys here. This one goes on here. Users rate creep factor, new privacy security product guide. It talks a little about different things here. When the news went live on, when the news went live online. Chat box gaining attitude, whatever. I'm putting this out there because I figured maybe you guys want to check into it. As you can see here, it's got some good information on there. Okay, if you want to check it out, the website is www.ecommercetimes.com, and you can check it out. It's got some good information. Here's another one over here: expert advice for best ways to get customers pay attention. I try to put stuff out, folks, that's going to be helpful to you guys out there, and to me as well. I mean, don't think when I put this information out, I'm using it too. Okay, I'm trying to use this for myself too. So I don't want to get the impression I'm just putting it out for you guys. It's for me as well. It's a learning experience. The reseller news is a learning experience. We're both learning from, as I'm sharing the news with you guys. I'm also learning too. I'm taking notations. I got a notebook with me, and I jot down information that could be helpful to me. So as it's helpful to me, I hope it's helpful to you. But you could see here, it's got pretty good stuff. All right. I don't know if I'm going to go through the whole thing here, but you could check it out. All right. How small e-tailers can survive political social firestorm, digital disruption pathways, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you could check this out here, folks. Just go to that URL. Like I said again, you know what it is, and you could check it out for yourself. Okay, I'm gonna go bump up here. This is what you're looking for, ecommercetimes.com. I'm gonna bump out of here. Next one, this one here is from Equid. Okay, this is a pretty good thing. I signed up with them there. I get the emails. I guess you could do the same thing if you'd like to. You could chat with the sales. I know it's a paid service, but the reason I'm bringing this up to your attention, folks, is sometimes you can get information just when they post stuff in their blogs. This one here is 13 Instagram apps to increase your e-commerce sales. Okay. In this post, it says, in this post, you will find apps for your content creation, profile management, apps for promotion, Instagram analytics apps. Okay, and I'm not going to read them all. I'm just going to read the highlighted ones here. Apps for content creation. It'll tell you VSCO. Okay. Let's see. What did I say here? I just want to go. All right, 13. All right, so I'm looking for number 13. Okay, so let's see what the next one is here. WordSwag. These are the ones that are going to help you out. Canva, I think you guys heard that there. That's what I use to create my YouTube banners. Very good. Unfold is another one. They do have videos here if you want to listen to them. I'm not going to play it right now because you can see all the windows I have opened up here. Boomerang, Flipagram. Let's see what else here. Mask Art. Wow, it's going to take a long time. You have profile management apps, and then they got Later, Equid Mobile. Let's see what else they got here. Then they got ads for promotion, Focal Mark, Repost, all right, Crowdfire, okay, Instagram analytics apps, Instagram Insights, Iconosquare. Let's see what else they got here. And Sonnet. Okay, you could probably read the rest of this here. I don't know what happened to the other one, the 13. I guess that was them. All right. It said over here you could stay up to date. Get free e-commerce tips, news, inspiring ideas delivered right into your email box. Okay, inbox. Subscribe now. Okay. Don't forget to check the little box that says I consent to receive Equid newsletters, and I can unsubscribe anytime. This is what I like. I like this here. I use them. I subscribe to it. That's why I got it. So check it out. Okay. All right. I'm gonna X out of this here. Let's go to the next one over here. This one over here I was very impressed with here. Someone picked up a story I did on BitChute, and they posted it on one of their pages here. Now, I think this is the one, you're probably saying, what am I bringing this up for? I'm very proud of myself because I'm, proud of, but they picked up here, and BitChute put me on one of their pages, and it says most viewed, and this is one of the ones here. I got an email from a person that said they were very happy they used it. Let's see when I click it on here if it's going to bring that page. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, see now here it is over here. I'm not going to play the thing here. It says 8 ways to pay off your credit card debt. You can see I'm on BitChute, their webpage. You see, it's right there, bitchute.com. You can see my thing here. This is me right here. I was pretty impressed that they put me on there. Apparently they have other things going on here as well. Now I don't know if this is just the designated page for me alone, but as you can see, this is their website, not mine. It's right here, www.bitchute.com video. All right, and then it's got the thing there, so it's probably just a hyperlink. But I was pretty impressed that they put me or my videos, or at least this particular one, on their page. You know, it's right there, and you can subscribe to it. But I was pretty impressed with it. And then they tell you the ones that are playing next and recently viewed videos. But when you go back to the other one, then it talks about things. And you know, here's a person that wrote to me over here, and his name is Rob, and it says, "Great video. I paid my full money, bro. So small debts are gonna get wiped out off the table. The table then gonna travel after the debts are a horrible thing. I've been through that in 2013 to 2015. Hope you've been able to pay off your debts." What happened was I was in a situation where I was in a lot of debt. Okay, I lost my job. I got 2 layoffs, and one company went bankrupt. And I was in dire need. I was really in bad shape. I had credit card debt like you wouldn't believe. And I came across this video here. I think this was Frugal Fool. Let's put this up here. I'm not sure. You have to look at the video. I'm not going to play it now because you can see it's 20 minutes plus. And you know, I was in bad shape, so I put this thing here, and I wrote back. I just wrote back here, "Thank you for checking my videos. Great, appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that you wiped out all your debt. Thank you, Rich." You know, it was bad times for me. It was really bad, and you know, I have to honestly say I wouldn't wish that my worst enemy what I went through. You know, but I was very impressed to see that they actually put me on their website here. You can see it right there. This is not me. This is not photoshopped or whatever. This is what it is. I mean, I didn't put this on. They did. And you know, you can say I got 2 thumbs up on it here. Nobody thumbed it down. Well, that's good. This was published on August 26, 2018. I put that out. So, but you know, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it there. And like I said, then you got the recent videos, and then when you backtrack it, let's see if we could backtrack it on the same website. It'll show you the most viewed, visible, published, and they got the dates here. But this is the most viewed, and they put this on. They ranked this on the top one over here. There's another one here, senior discounts. I did one on. You know, I really do, you know, folks, when I put these videos out, I do videos, like I said, to try to help people out. That's why sometimes when I get people that bump off, or you know, they come on and then they unsubscribe. I don't know. Maybe it's the content they like. Maybe they don't like the stuff I put out. Maybe it's not for them, which is understandable. But if you look at some of the videos I put out, it is to help people out, you know. But if you get a chance, you know, you can check it out. You can go to their website. I think they have services where you could also subscribe to them too if you want to get information. Here's the website. I'm not going to give you, well, the channel you don't need to know, but it's www.bitchute.com, and you can check it out. But I was very impressed with that, though. I have to honestly say, they really had me going there. I'm really impressed with that there. Okay, so I'm going to bump out of that one there. This one here is from Tubular Insights. If you want to keep up with the trends of who's doing what, if you're a YouTube creator such as myself, you might want to check this website out. It's pretty good. You know, it's got the video marketing, analytics, industries, rankings, and more. You can log in. You can sign up for their emails. That's what I've done here. So you subscribe to receive insights in case you want to check it out. It says over here, rappers, hip-hop music, have a great home on YouTube. And they talk a little about stuff, especially if you're a person that's a YouTube creator such as myself. You know, that's why I have this here. And I thought I'd share it with you. If you don't want to check it out, that's fine. It's up to you. But I will give you the URL just to play it safe. It's https:// tubularinsights.com. And it'll bring you to there, and you could check it out. It doesn't hurt to sign up you could always unsubscribe if you don't like them. You know, you always check it out that way. You know, if you don't care for it, you could check it out. You know, sign out of it. Let's see the next one here. Yes, this is mine. Okay, I got a comment over there. I always get new comments on certain things I have. There was a person that wrote something to me in regards to this one here about what's going on eBay. For you, if you are the YouTube subscriber, or you just hit my channel, I will get to your comment a little later. I just want to get the reseller news, but I definitely will respond to your comments, so please hang in there. I just want to finish the news first. Next one over here is the Dirt cheap loader. This one here is from, okay, all right. This is a new one I came up with, Democrat and Chronicle. Okay, if you want to read the story here, it's www.democratandchronicle.com. This goes on to say here, dirt cheap loader on eBay is too good to be true for the grease man. Okay, it goes on to say burglary. Okay, between 5 p.m. and November 9th at 12:45 p.m. November 10th, someone used an unlocked window to enter a home on Hemingway Drive to steal jewelry and a camera. Grand larceny and so on. It goes on and on here. Talk a little about it. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to read the whole story here, but if you want to check it out, the only reason why you probably say, why would I put this up here, is because it's got that little magic word in the eBay. Anything that deals with eBay, in most cases, I will put it up for you guys to check it out. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's your choice. I put it out there. If you want to read the rest of the story, I'm not going to read it because you can see it does go away a little ways down here. And I got a whole bunch of windows I'm trying to get through as an advertisement for the cat there. But it's on, again, it's on Democrat and Chronicle. Don't mind talking so fast. Sorry about that. Next one here is another one, NetBlaze. This one here, it's a virtual marketing assistant. You could check it out. There's a video, plays about 4 minutes. I'm not going to play it right now. How to get results in a matter of minutes per day. It's basically, like it says here, click to play. You can say NetBlaze could take all the hassle out of marketing your local business online while still leaving you in full control. It's not bad. I checked it out. Anything that has prices though, where it concerns a monthly fee, I don't really get too involved with it. But you could check it out for yourself. If you want to look into it, okay. Build and rescue your reputation, so on and so forth. It's pretty good. It's pretty good so far. Like I said, I got no complaints with it. I always like to give things the benefit of the doubt. As long as I don't have to pay up anything upfront prices, I will try it out. I don't want to spend any additional money if I don't have to. But if you want to check it out, it's https://netblaze.com. Let's bump out of here. This is a story about Walmart. This is from the email marketer. Retail. It's the URL is https://retail.emarketer.com, and it just goes over here. Walmart overtakes Apple as number 3 on online retailer in the U.S. Again, I want to share it. Came out November 14, 2018. Heading into a fiercely competitive holiday season, shopping season, Walmart is poised to capture even a larger portion of this year's online retail sales. It goes via according to eMarketer's latest retail forecast. Walmart will overtake Apple to become the 3rd largest e-commerce retailer in the U.S. this year. The shift comes after eMarketer's increased its share projections for the big box retailer. And it goes on to show you a little chart over here. Top U.S. companies ranked by retail e-commerce sales share for 2017 to 2018. A percentage of total retail e-commerce sales for 2017-2018. Amazon was 43.1%, eBay 7.6%, Apple 3.8%. Walmart 3.3%, Home Depot 1.4%. Then for 2018, Amazon rose up to 48%. eBay is dropped a couple points, 7.2%. Walmart went up 4%. Apple went from 3.3 to 3.9%. Home Depot 1.4 to 1.6. As you can see, who the top person is that always likes to go, it's the Amazon here, of course. And that's no surprise to anybody, is it? It ain't to me. Okay, let's move right along. Okay, what are people watching on? This is from eMarketer too. Now, I thought you guys might want to check it out. It's totally up to you. I listened to this yesterday, is what people are watching on YouTube. Okay, and why? It's a radio broadcast, podcast, whatever, and you could check it out. It's got other stories in there. I picked this one out. If you look at the other one over here, let's go to this one here, and you'll see how I got to it. When you go to emarketer.com, that's the website, by the way, www.emarketer.com, you will get these like podcasts here that you could listen to. And I picked out this one here. I picked this particular podcast out because I do sell on eBay, on YouTube to sell. I have a YouTube channel, I'm sorry, folks. And I want to know what people are saying, what they're watching and why. And they talk a little about the content in there, that whether it's safe, for kids to watch and so on and so forth. They talk a little about YouTube's changes, in their policies, whatever, about certain things that they're doing. These are a couple of guys, I think it's 2 or 3 people that are talking in there, and they're expressive. It's a podcast, not a video, so you could listen to the background while you're doing other work. And the reason I put this page here is because they have other podcasts to listen to that you may be of interest to. You know, if you're, like I said again, if you're a YouTube creator like me, you might want to watch that one. Why are people watching why are people what people are watching on YouTube and why? You might want to check that out. Making sense of connected TV ad buying, TV and digital video, who's watching and how, and so on and so forth. These are all podcasts, and you can listen to it at your leisure. Okay. Here's another one here: why Facebook all-in-one stories and other takeaways from Q3 earnings. Okay. They got some good ones. I didn't get a chance to listen to all the, listen to them, as to be honest with you. Here's one here for Snapchat and Twitter. What's next? I like stories like that. I like to be abreast of these things. Keep on top of things, and you keep up the trends too. Here's one over here: teens and their smartphones. Too much of not always good thing. And they got a whole bunch. You can see here. You could click the window here. They got a lot of podcasts to stay to listen to. You could be listening all day, but I picked that particular one, this one right here, because, like I said again, my YouTube channel, folks, just for all intents and purposes, it is kid safe program. I don't have to worry about putting stupid stuff on here. There's no profanity. I don't talk about religion and politics, although sometimes little innuendos might come up with it, but I don't, for the most part, talk about that there. I want to keep this channel basically, like I said, for reseller news, but it's also going to be a diversified channel as time goes on. So if you are a follower or a new follower, you will see changes coming to it as time goes on. Maybe the banner will even be changing, whatever. But it's going to be changed as time goes on. I'm going to be talking about different topics too. I don't want this to just be one particular channel that deals with one specific thing. I want it to be an open forum where there's going to be other things to be talked about, and discussed. And I do welcome all comments. So if anybody wants to comment on any of the topics I'm talking about, please do. Keep it friendly, and I will get back to you. Let's move right along. You know the website. Let's go. All right. Let's bump out of this one here. Okay, this one, is this the same thing? Okay, let's move over here. For those who deal with Apache software, open source, open office, I should say, they have an update here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's a free service. It's a free open source software package, Open Office, and it's basically the same thing like what do you call it? Microsoft Office. There's where you get those three things there: Microsoft Word, the PowerPoint, and so on and so forth. You can get that with Open Office Apache here. I just download the update. They gave me a notification that there's an update. You can sign up for things of that nature, and they will keep you abreast of these things. If you're not familiar with it, you can go to the URL and you could download it. Apache Open Office, really good software. It's got a lot of good things to it. It's free. It's not like you have to pay for Microsoft Office where it costs you so much money to buy it. This is a total free program that you can use, and it's got a lot of good bells and whistles to it. I like it pretty much, to be honest with you. I like it better than Microsoft Office, but you can check it out. The URL is https://sourceforge.net. Okay, that's the URL. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys really quick. All right, let's see what the next one is here. All right, now we're going to get to, it's going to go back and forth, folks, so please bear with me. I'm sorry about that. All right. This one here is from tamebay.com. For those who don't know, the URL is https://tamebay.com. This one says over here, you seeing a festive red eBay logo? Now, there's another one that's going to come up with this here on e-commerce bites. I think they were talking about it as well. So, yeah, I'm not, I noticed that there, why they changed it red, I don't know. It's all red. I like that I like the colors in there. I like the little color scheme. Because, that was like that's their trademarks, basically. Those colors, it's like, oh, when you see those colors, it all deals with eBay. But anyway, 1-in-1 Tech. All right, I'm not going to read the whole thing. This came out November 16, 2018. It says a festive red eBay logo has been spotted by merchants over on eBay.com. It looks like rather than red cups that come around annually at Starbucks, that is not a nod to a festive season that we hope for already fully underway and proving successful and offering a sales boost to you. Well, I don't know about that. I don't think by changing the eBay logo from four different colors, whatever, to one solid color is going to make a difference in our sales. Because to be honest with you, for those who see my video last night, I should say, I didn't really have too many good things to say about that. So I don't know where that's going to go with that. But as far as if people want to check it out, I like this here. What do you call it? What's the rest of this here? I'm just going to read this red part here. It says attracted ire of eBay sellers on the discussion boards. Such cosmetic changes. Let's see what it says. I'm just trying to look at here because I really don't want to read too much. So now I get tongue-tied talking about all this stuff here. You could check the rest of this stuff here. If you want to comment too, you could also leave a comment there. They do welcome comments. I'm not going to get into reading these things right now. Why they changed it, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they thought that was going to be a little uptick in sales. Anyway, you know the URL. Check it out if you get a chance. Here is Skillshare. This one here, the reason why I brought this to your attention, guys, is because if you are into like YouTube, like I said, if you're a YouTube creator like myself, I was thinking of doing this here to make an animated YouTube video. I am following, well, I should be following, there you go. I thought I was following this person. It'll give you, it's got videos, it's got 10 videos, and you could watch them here. And this person will talk about how to, make an animated video for YouTube for those who are creators and who want to be very creative. You might want to check this out. The URL is www.skillshare.com. And or if not, if you can't find it that way, just type in how to make an animated video and YouTube video. Skillshare will probably pop up in there, and you can click that on. But you can see here it's a total of 10 videos from what I can see. It's a welcome, picking a topic, researching, crafting a story, writing a script, designing graphics using color, creating shapes, animating, and putting it all together. And it breaks it down. You can see it's not really big. I don't know how many, if you were to break it down in minutes, I don't know. I can't computate it right now, but you could check it out for yourself. Not long, and if it gives you the basics, why not, I'm interested in it, so I probably will leave that guy there. This one here, again, we talked about this here. I think it was Tubular. I hope I don't have duplicates here, folks, because I do have a lot up here. Tubular sites, I think we did talk about this, right? Tubular Labs, maybe not. Well, anyway, if we did, this one here just gives you the trends, most views are overall creators. Again, for somebody that's into YouTube creators such as myself, you want to see what's going on. Here's the viral trend, which it changes up 5%. T-Series, I don't know if you guys are familiar with T-Series. They're in competition with, what's his name there, PewDiePie. I think they had 69 million plus views, and PewDiePie's up at 70 million plus views. I don't know if he's going to solve the place, but these people right here, T-Series, is catching up awful quick, really quick. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. And if you don't want to, that's totally up to you. It's https://tubularlabs.com. You can check that out. Let's bump out of here. Now we're getting into e-commerce bites. This basically is referring to stuff that's going on within eBay, Etsy, and so on. E-commerce bites, very good site. I deal with them all the time in regards to getting notifications from them, along with Google alerts. And I love the site. Ina Stein is great. She's the founder of it, and I get a lot of good information from them, and I want to share it with you guys. And the URL is www.ecommercebites.com. This one here came out yesterday, I'm sorry, Sunday, November 18, 2018. It says over here, eBay entices sellers to open eBay stores. Now, I opened up a starter store, folks, and I'll be honest with you. As I said it once before, and I'm not a person to sit here and be a chronic complainer, but eBay is a win-win situation no matter how you toss the coin, okay? They're always going to win. Always. In most cases, they're going to win. For them, okay? It's win-win. But for you and I, who are sellers, or buyers, or whatever, in most cases, but sellers in this case, we take a chance. It's a gamble. Now, some people say, well, it's a minimal gamble if you consider going into a brick and mortar place. It's a lot cheaper. Absolutely. Well, that's a no-brainer. We don't have to think about that there. That goes without saying. But if you're going to keep spending money, I don't know what all their store plans are. I wasn't interested, so I started with the starter store, which gives you 100 free listings for $4.95 a month. Okay. It's got little bells and whistles to it, probably not like the other packages they have, but for me, it's suitable for now, okay? Although on the video I talked about last night, I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep that little store going or even being on eBay platform, because sales are flatline, folks. I said it once before, and I don't want to sound like a chronic complainer, and we are going to go at the end of this show here, I should say video, we are going to go to the eBay community chat board, and we are going to go to Down Detect and see what new issues have arisen. But it says over here, getting back to this story, it says eBay is enticing sellers to set up eBay stores through a special promotion. We're not sure how long eBay has been sending out the invitations. A reader drew our attention to the thread on the eBay boards where a seller wrote about it on Friday. And then it goes on to say here, again, I don't want to read this whole thing here. Apparently, sellers are invited to a promotion that could set up a trial subscription. And if they decide to continue, they will receive the first 2 months free. Woo, wow. In 2 months, don't worry about it. I don't think you're going to make so many sales within 2 months. The seller pasted and accept from the terms and conditions. What is the promotion? Invited sellers, okay, who accept the offer and then sign up for a monthly and or yearly eBay store subscription pursuant to the terms and conditions set with herein. You will receive will receive a waived subscription fee, the promotional rate for the first 2 months of the subscription start date, collectively referred to as a promotion. And then it says over here, an eBay moderator confirmed the promotion on the eBay discussion boards when answering a question the seller posted, though they didn't add any additional information. If you received an invitation to open an eBay store, please let us know and share the details. Okay. Now you could go on and read the rest of the story here. I'm not going to read it because I will get tongue-tied. I love to read the comments. The comments really, because I love what other people have to say. I like to hear what they have to say. Excuse me. This one goes on to say, this particular comment here, I'm just going to read this one here. It says, clearly, this is an attempt money grab by eBay against sellers who either closed their stores or have never had one in the first place. The sad truth is, if eBay treated sellers like a trading partner and had respect for them, they would not be in this position. I had a store for many years and even upgraded over time, but the past spring, I've closed it. I had my fill of scammer buyers that eBay seems to encourage, or at least do nothing to help the victim. I find it ironic at eBay for eBay I have introduced a starter store for store level. At the same time, they cut the benefit package supplies to a lower level, in returning keeping store subscriptions going. No seller in the right mind would open an eBay store at this point unless there were no strings attached. But in the real world, new sellers will try to make a go of it before realizing they're working for eBay for free. It's true. It is. Like I said again, this is just one of many probably. There's probably other comments in there. I'm not going to read them. I do love reading them. Here's one over here. Like here's another one here. I made 0 sales on eBay. This was posted today, Monday, November 19th. You can see it right here. Came out right here. I had made 0 sales on eBay. I haven't sold anything in 3 weeks. Me too. Me too. I share the kudos with you. Me too, my friend. So I have assumed that it's eBay's experimenting with the program, that the program is recruiting new sellers. And they're losing sellers. I said that too. I said that, I think, as one of my other videos. They're losing sellers and so on. My closing, he should say my closing. My clothing is either being taken for to consigners, and my hard goods are selling on Amazon. Nothing on eBay. They have abandoned a small seller. Customers cannot see my store. It's true. Okay? Here. Come one, come all. Join the festive sales of throttling and lack of seller support for free. eBay is going to create a new November holiday no one will show up for. That also matches the silly logo, Pink Friday. It goes on, folks. And you know something? The reason why I love reading the comments, because these people are so spot on. They really are. They are so spot on because it's true. He's saying 3 weeks. Mine had to be more than that. Okay? We're going on. This is what? Another 2 more weeks. If you count Monday today, right? I'm counting November 19th to the end of to the 30th. I guarantee you. And if I do make a sale, I will put it in the Reseller News. I will let you know. Then I was wrong. But I guarantee it. I can guarantee it right now on this day. Today is November 19th, 2018. I will not make a sale. Watch, somebody will do it and say, let's have a little fun with this guy. We'll buy something from him. No, I'm serious. I doubt I'm going to make any sales. I don't think I'm going to make any sales. And you know the funny thing is, the Christmas holidays, it's right around the corner. Okay? This is the month. This is the month where people start going Christmas shopping. All right? And I'm not selling top of the line stuff. But you would think, somewhere along the line, you're going to be making you're going to get some sales. But unfortunately, it's not working that way. Let me move along here. All right, let me just make sure I'm not backing out the wrong thing here. Okay, we did this one here. All right, let me go back over here. I'm sorry, folks. Like I said, I'm going to be all over the place. Here's another one here. Now we just talked about that. I think Tamebay talked about it. This was from Friday, November 16, 2018. eBay logo turns red. Should we care? eBay users have been commenting on the eBay on the changes eBay made to its logo, which many places on the site has turned from a normal red, primary colors to all red. All right. A surprising number of users said they would check to make sure that they weren't on a spoof site. You know something? It's funny they said that because I thought the same thing at one point. I said to myself, wait, could this be possible? Am I on a different site? No, because see right here, this is what you're used to seeing. They changed it all red. Why? I don't know. I mean, I like the colors. I like colors. I don't know. Anyway, But you know, and it says a lot of users are commenting on the boards, having negative things to say. I still cannot switch to the classic seller page or sell the new one because of the pop-up glitches. And they prettied up the logo, and I'm not losing. I'm not losing it. Wrote one. On my list of problems at eBay, this would not make it into the top 500. Wrote another one. You know, and I don't want to say this to be funny or mean, but see over here, it says over here, some users mentioned I made them think blood red, China, stop or provide a sense of urgency. Others made political references, red wave, right? The owner is a Republican. Now, look, I don't know what this is all about. Again, I do not discuss religion and politics on here. So this is what's being on here. And this is not me saying this here, okay? So I just want you to know that, just to bring it to your attention. Let's move right along. Crazy stuff. Here's Etsy. All right, this came out Friday, November 16, 2018. Etsy considers Prime-like shipping program. Etsy may be considering a shipping program similar to Amazon Prime. An Etsy seller reported last month that Etsy sent a survey to her customers asking if they would pay early a subscription fee in order to get the free shipping on their orders. As I said it once before, folks, I'm a registered seller on Etsy. I don't sell on Etsy. Same thing as Amazon. I'm a registered seller on Amazon. I don't sell on Amazon. However, I would like to do that. I keep talking about it. It sounds like a broken record. I do apologize for those who do follow me, but I've been so busy doing other things. Now I haven't had the chance or the time to do it because I've been backed up doing other things with other stuff on my computer and things around my own personal lifestyle. So I haven't really gotten around to doing that. But anyway, the website. If you want to check out, read the rest of the story, please do. Let's move right along. You can see the windows are starting to close up here, which is good. That means we're getting close to closing out this YouTube video here, Reseller News. And this one here came out Sunday, November 18, 2018. I always have to throw the dates in, folks, so it's not super old, okay? I mean, there's sometimes I can't get to things. I do reference sometimes older dates, believe it or not. So don't know what you think if you are new to my channel that I do reference. It's always going to be new. There are sometimes I do reference old stuff. I do go back to older dates, older years too. So please keep that in mind. eBay gives seller mixed messages on guaranteed delivery. Now this is a person writing to Ina. Dear Ina, several weeks ago I contacted eBay customer support as my metrics on guaranteed delivery were showing only a few transactions, even though I had a lot more transactions shipped during that that time frame. I talked about a dedicated anchor store rep who told me don't worry about everything about the metrics as they were showing up wrong in the hub. See, that's why I said they have so many different things going on. I really wish this company can get their act together. Wrong in the hub, and then she told me that all my items were still showing up in guaranteed delivery. Today I got a message from eBay saying something like stay eligible for guaranteed delivery, and when I follow the link, it is showing that I am 90% and only a few transactions were in those metrics. I'm not going to read this whole thing, folks. You can see it's quite a bit to read here. You could read it. This person wrote a lot to Snyder, and you could check it out for yourself when you go to their website. Also, when you go up there, you could see the latest for November 19th. eBay gives seller mix guaranteed, right here. See up here? That's the latest news. I think that's what this is right now, the latest one. You could check that out. Let's bump out of here right now. Hello. Here we go. This is another one from E-Commerce Bytes. This one came out November 15, 2018. Disenchanted seller seeks advice on starting own site. Now I've read this here on one of the e-commerce chat boards that somebody was saying, I think, as a matter of fact, I told it yesterday in there, when a person was saying they had a car. Yeah, I think you guys might remember if you watched the one yesterday. The person was saying that they were selling a car on eBay, but the person pulled it off of Craigslist. And that seller said he or she's thinking about starting their own website to sell. And I don't know if this would be the same person, but let's see what it says here. Let's read it. I'm all for it, folks. I've told people in the past to get your own website and try to do your own thing, instead of being on these platforms, Amazon, Etsy, and stuff like that, and try to promote your own website. And you could use PayPal. You can embed PayPal in your website. As a matter of fact, if I get the chance, I'm going to talk about how you can do that, and I'll tell you the software I use and the hosting service I use, which is pretty affordable, especially if you're a person that's you're working on a budget. I'd like to share that. I was thinking, giving it thought this morning. I just want to make sure I do a little more research on it. This, excuse me, let me just get a little swig of water here. Getting dry mouth here, talking so fast and reading. It goes on to say here, dear Ina, with all the with all the ways in which Etsy and eBay decide to insert themselves into my financials, I am really determined to make and break and start my own website to sell my items, vintage inferior and reproductions from same. I'm tired of the massive pounds of flesh these sites demand in exchange for a spotty exposure to buys. It's true. It is so true, folks. And I tell you the truth, I am going to expand on that topic. I think I'm definitely going to do a video on how, well, at least, let's put it this way, on the software I use and the hosting service, and the rest is up to you. It's pretty cut and dry. The software I use, you could update your website up on a flash. The only thing is trying to get it exposed out there. But there are ways to do it, okay? But, give me a little time. If I could do it, if I could try to get to it today sometime, if not, maybe tomorrow. But I definitely want to do a video on that, because I tell you the truth, folks, I honestly, I would love to be off of eBay altogether and sell off my own site. I could probably offer better deals. I could give it, I don't have to, because let's face the facts. When you're selling on eBay, you want to pad in your prices for your insertion fees and so on and so forth, your final value fees or whatever. And with your own website, you're pretty much, at liberty to put what you want on there. You don't have to worry about guidelines, or you could add certain things. You could add watermarks to your pictures and stuff like that, where eBay does not want that and added to that. If you want to make bold lettering, you don't have to pay $1 to stand out and stuff like that. Having your own website does have its perks. The only thing people say, the drawback, say, yeah, but you don't get the exposure. Well, listen, it's going to take time, but there are ways out there to promote your website. Okay, there are ways to do it. So maybe together we could, work things out. I could try to share my experience out. I get my website out there, noted on the Google search and so on and so forth. You could even do it probably versus, you could probably use YouTube too to promote your website. There are ways to get it out there. Believe me, when there's a will, there's a way. Trust me, I'm sure it can be done. But it goes over here. It says, but I don't know the first thing about creating a website. It's not my wheelhouse at all. I see, just hearing this person here, I don't know who this person is. I would love to create the video just for this, to help this person out here, outside of helping you guys as well. I'm not a web designer, but I could show you one thing. I could show you that if I use the software I use and the hosting service I use, I think you'll be able to make a little headway here on a good fixed budget too. Okay, but we'll see. We're gonna go with that there. And then you can check it out there. It says over here what the readers recommend. I'd really like somewhere where they wouldn't charge me a fee for every item I listed and sold, but gave me a basic framework and charged me a flat rate monthly fee. All right. Does such a place even exist? Please ask Reese to help me out. Thanks, PCG. I'm going to try to respond to this person. I don't know. There may be people over here. Now, here it says over here, me too. After many years doing my own site, I switched to Shopify. It's $29 a month, which includes everything I need as easy to use as eBay and Etsy. They give you a short free 14-day trial, whatever. So you see, this is what I'm trying to avoid. You see this here? I don't pay no $29 fee for mine. You might say, yeah, but this is Shopify. I understand that, but I don't. With my website, I don't pay this every month. Okay. If you're not making any money, why would you want to spend $29 a month? I didn't even make any sales to pay even. I didn't even make enough sales to even pay this off. Okay, I'm going to try to share my information, and you tell me what you think as far as that part goes, whether it's a yay or a nay, whatever. But I'm going to share my own thing. This person here, I'm going to leave this one up because I'm going to try to get back to this person. I'm going to, like I said, when I do the video, I will tell this person here to check out my video. All right, let's see what this is all about here. Shopping on a Thanksgiving Day menu, same website. November 18th, this came out. Over 164 million consumers plan to shop on over a 5-day Thanksgiving weekend, according to the National Retail Federation, NRF, which surveyed 7,516 consumers. Black Friday will be the busiest day, with 71% of consumers planning to shop. Okay, on Cyber Monday, 46% plan to take advantage of the online bargains. And while Thanksgiving Day is traditionally the day of eating, football, and rest for Americans, 21% will be shopping. Compared to older generations, younger consumers of the age under the age of 35 are more likely to be attracted to social aspects of shopping over the weekend, or by the fact that that is a family tradition, according to Phil Rice of Prosper Insights and Analytics, which conducted a survey from the NRF. Okay, you can read that there if you like. I don't know how much more there is to it. Well, there is enough in there. And it just gives you like a little graph here, but it goes up, it goes down. It's like a roller coaster. Okay, see? And it's showing you 2018 and 2017, how things are peaking out, how they're going down, so on and so forth. All right. If you want to check it out, you know the site to go. All right, let's get out of this one here. Tornado highlights vulnerabilities in Amazon logistics. This came out November 16, 2018. Some Amazon customers in Washington, D.C. and Baltimore experienced delays in deliveries and estimates due to a tornado that struck Baltimore sortation center on November 2nd, according to the Washington Post. You know, it's funny. I was looking at the remember, if you've seen the thing yesterday, the down detector, and it was showing you some. Remember they said some outages. I guess there was some spikes in there in Amazon. I really don't do Amazon. You know, I go on down detector, but I don't always, check out what's going on with Amazon's site. That was the first time I think I did in a long time. Yeah, I just want to say over here, just a little trivial thing here, a little trivia thing I want to share with you guys. You know what? If you see the arrow goes from A to Z here, Amazon. Yeah, that that's from what I've read the story about that. The reason why it goes from A to Z, he has it like that there, is because he sells from everything from A to Z. That's why. No, I know it's a little trivial thing, but this is what I read. That's why he's got it from A to Z like that, because Amazon sells for everything from A to Z. That's a little trivial thing. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. You can check the rest of that story out. Just go to, the site. I don't have to keep saying over again. Okay, as we all know, postage is going up, folks. Yes, this one here, I don't know if that's what this is all about, but it says postal workers run ad against privatizing U.S. Postal Service. This came out November 16, 2018. The American Postal Service Union and National Association of Letter Carriers are running an ad in opposition to the White House proposal to privatize the United States Postal Service. The ad says, heard how the government wants to sell off the U.S. Postal Service. A corporate postal office could mean that you don't get your mail every day, maybe every third day. Oh, that's great. What's going to happen to your tax time? Even for medicine and packages. That's crazy. Okay? Folks, as I always said it once before, and I'll say it again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone. That's what I think is going on with eBay and everybody else. They keep coming up with these different ideas. They think they're going to make it better. In the end, it's going to bomb out. Who's going to want to wait 2 to 3 days to get... How is that going to work, especially if you're near Christmas? How do you work that out, folks? How do you work that out? Come on. You see it over here? This is right here. I'm not saying stuff. Look, the ad says... Heard how the government wants to sell off the U.S. Postal Service. A corporate post office, this is what they're saying, could mean you don't get your mail every day. Maybe every third day, even for medicine and packages. You could pay more, too, in rural areas, a lot more. Ending in delivery everywhere from up to 157 million addresses at the same price. Tell your member of Congress, no way. The People's Post Office, keep it. It's yours. Seriously, folks, my father, God rest his soul, worked for the Postal Service for almost 40 years. I have a lot of respect and admiration for the Postal Service. I exclusively do all my business with them. They're the only ones I will. I do not use FedEx. I had a FedEx account. I closed it because they were very expensive to me. Okay? Even with their discounts, they couldn't beat the United States Postal Service rates. For me. Okay? Now, you guys might find or bake the difference. Oh, I get better service with UPS, FedEx, or whatever. Me, I stick with one service and one service, and that's the United States Postal Service. I love them. I have no problem with them. Okay? But if they're going to do this, they are going to hurt themselves big time. Okay? I don't think they'll ever go bankrupt or close up because you need someone that's going to deliver the mail. Unless FedEx is going to jump in and start delivering mail. I don't ever see that happening, you know. But anyway, you can read the rest of this story, folks. I don't know what's going to go, but the reason I was talking about the postage going up because I read somewhere that the postage is going to go up for first class mail, I think, in 2019, which is around the corner. from 50 cents, I think it is, to 55, something on that line. That's what I thought I heard from another guy talking about on a YouTube channel. We'll see what happens with that. Well, it's a definite happening. I know it's definitely going up because they talked about it once before. Am I happy about it? No, because it's going to probably affect more sales because depending when you charge, especially when you charge a free, not free shipping, if you're charging for shipping costs, that may turn people or potential buyers away to go to somebody that's offering free shipping. And we all know that free shipping is padded into your price, so that word free doesn't really mean too much sometimes. Anyway, let's move right along. Mercari, how Mercari's selling app is tackling shipping. Another shipping situation here. This came out November 15, 2018. Mercari announced a new pack and ship service for sellers through the deal with the UPS. Ugh, I don't deal with UPS. No offense, I'm just saying that's my own preference. Mercari is like Craigslist, only it's a mobile app with a mobile app and without the meetings. Everything ships. Well, it's good. I'll be honest with you, and I will say this here, even though I contradict myself, I mean, if I do sell stuff that's too big and too heavy, I will, have it where it could be a local pickup, depending on what service I'm using, eBay, Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, or Craigslist. I really, to be honest with you, I'm not crazy about it. I know it sounds like I contradict myself. I'm not crazy about it, but I would prefer to, ship these items up. But let's face the facts, folks. If you got something too big, let's say you're selling a washer or a dryer or whatever it is, or something along like TV. Well, if it's a flat screen TV, it's a different time. I'm talking about like the old type. I had an old TV with the tubes in there. Okay. Now, I mean, I could have probably had the person come pick it up because I felt that way in the beginning, that I really wasn't too keen on having people come to my house to pick the item up. I decided to bubble wrap it up really crazy. I made it show that thing was packed, really super packed because it had tubes, it had a tube TV at the time. But I was selling for a decent price and people wanted it. It was like perfect condition. And it was heavy, and I had at the time, I think DHL at the time came to pick it up. They came right to the door, they picked it up. I don't know if you pay a little extra, I think you do, but to me it was well worth it. I couldn't fit in my car. The box was so big, I couldn't even fit in the back seat. I have a little car. So for me, I had to use that shipping service. But then again, the U.S. Postal Service has that pickup too. Now, I don't know if it's how big the box is. I don't know. Because if you ever look at the Postal Service vans, those little things that come around, they are kind of small. I mean, but this box was big, and it would have taken some space up in the guy's truck. I know that for a fact. That's how big the box was. But, I'm not crazy about it. But I'll tell you one thing. I do like the idea in some cases, like with Mercari, that, you can ship the stuff. That's a plus for me, okay? Because I'd rather ship stuff out, to be honest with you. But again, not to sound like I'm contradicting, if I do have something that's too big to ship out, I will offer a local pickup. Sometimes you got to have a little faith in things, and I think the reason why I think people get skeptic on selling things like that and having people come to ask because they feel they get a bad deal, that the buyer knows where they live, and they may come back and some things could happen. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. But, people, there are stories like that there. Anyway, you can read the rest of the story. Let's bump out of this one. eBay urges end to postal disruption in Canada. Now, for those who sell in Canada, this came out November 15th. E-commerce Bytes puts it out. eBay has gotten involved in a postal strike in Canada a day after Canada Post suspended its service to delivery guarantees due to delays, and it blamed on escalating rotating strikes by the union. Canada Post said on Wednesday that the Toronto alone, more than 180 trailers full of parcels, packets, and mail sit idle as a result of disruptions. That's terrible. All right. Then it goes on to say eBay Canada called the federal government to legislate an end to the Canada Post contract dispute. Andrea Stairs sent a letter to the Prime Minister and others encouraging the government to explore all available legislative solutions to alleviate the current situation, according to the Globe and Mail. That stinks. It's really crazy because look at it says over here. The bottom part of it says right here, it says the timing comes as some of the biggest holiday shopping days approach, including Black Friday, November 23rd. Stairs said, should the Canada Post Service disruptions continue through the key retail moment, these SMBs will be seriously disadvantaged by the competing for U.S. demand. All right. So there you go, folks. For those who do deal with, if you're selling in Canada or whatever, or buying stuff from Canada, this is what you got to deal with. And we're coming to a close. Okay, e-commerce Bytes, EKG. If you get a chance, check these stories out. Issue report. This was November 18th. I have 600 products on eBay. I pay international visibility for all of them. 5 months ago, I noticed certain products by brand not showing up on eBay at all. US at all. Gucci, D&G, Versace, etc. All premium brands. I am being charged for listing fees, but they don't even show up on my user profile. They all show up on my this one here. They don't show up my user profile. They all show up on my user profile. If you access it, on eBay CO UK. Okay, so I know the listings are normal and visible. I've called eBay numerous times on this issue, never fixed as always. And they have other ones over here, folks. Absolute useless eBay support, I'll say. Yesterday when I called up, I told you guys when I called up, the lady she was so adamant, she came back. No, I just checked there. There's nothing going on with there. There's nothing wrong with there. There's no issues going on. And that's when I got upset. I said, you've got to be kidding me. How could you sit there and tell me there's nothing going on with eBay when there's people on Down Detector and the eBay community chat board saying all these things, and you've got the nerve on the audacity to sit there and say there's nothing wrong? Are you serious? Give me a break. Read this here. I feel like telling these people from eBay that these customer service reps, where have you been? Don't you read these things? Are you oblivious to these things? Don't you even care what people have to say? You know, it's like it's so sad, folks. And you know something? I'll be honest with you. If people bump off of here and eBay loses business, I don't feel bad for them. I really don't, because you know something? They're doing it to themselves. They really are. But anyway, let's go to my favorite two sites. Yes, Down Detector. For those who don't know, go to Down Detector. If you're new, check out downdetector.com. When you get to that page, you will see the eBay logo. Scroll down to it. There's a whole array of stores there. Click it on, and it'll bring you to this window here. Okay? I love it because I love to hear what people have to say. When you come here, folks, as I say it all the time, for those who I sound like a broken record on resolved issues, I know you're going to see all the dates, all the months here, like August 6th, September 24th, and October. You can still read these problems that exist there, all active hyperlinks. Look at the most reported problems, website, and these change daily, by the way, folks. It could be changed daily, hourly, depending how many times you refresh the screen and how often you stay on. If you stay on here all day, you will notice it will change. Most reported problems with eBay, and you can see it is eBay, right? Here's the live outage map, okay? Website, 64%. Login issues, 17%. Checkout, 17%. Now, let's scroll down. Here's what you want to do, folks. When you go here, you got to scroll down to the comments. See, eBay comments, tips, frustration, share them with other site visitors. But you got to sign up with them in order to leave a post, okay? All right, here we go. This was 3 hours ago. That's what I'm saying. This stuff is new, even though it says 8 hours, whatever. Listen to what this person said. I'm not going to read this whole thing because I am getting tongue-tied. I definitely want to close this out. Sales throttling. Have you heard of sales throttling, folks? I think from what I understand, when you hit a certain amount or you do a certain amount of business, they kind of like hold you off a little. This is what I thought I read. Now, if I'm wrong, please get on. Somebody comment and say, yo, you're wrong about that, but I thought I read that even on e-commerce sites. They let you grow so fast, so big or whatever, so much, and then they kind of like put the kibosh on it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's read this. Sales throttling, excessive fees, search broken, hiding items, page errors and glitches, the worst customer service, I have to agree, billing errors, fraud, SEC investigations. This is what one person is writing here. Shipping deals from Russia and China, but not in U.S. CAO Wenick, who has no e-commerce experience or idea how to run a business. Stock price is down to 2016 level. Billions wasted on bad business and poor advertisement. Just one stupid policy after another. eBay is dead. The jerks in charge want to blame Amazon. But maybe they should take a good look in the mirror and see how they've been treated, how they treated their customers, the sellers, and figure out where we set up shops elsewhere. Forced us to stop accepting checks and money orders, force us to use PayPal only. Not only a bipolar CEO wants to force us into Aiden, yet good luck, Devin, with your tweet people, whatever. I encourage you to write to the SEC and FTC to file complaints. This person is really livid here, okay? And I can't blame him. I cannot blame him because, folks, it's terrible. I mean, look, here's another one. If you just start, all right, okay, if you just start out on the home page and just start clicking around, browsing various categories, you will find a vast majority of stuff you come up with cheap garbage from China, shipped from China. In many cases, they lie and say they're in the U.S., but it's actually shipping from China. These are the only sellers doing volume, and they get 20 to 30% negative ratings. When it has to be under the Chinese influence, they're hell-bent on pushing the trash. Is actually fairly difficult to find actual U.S. sellers offering legitimate name brand goods. Everything is clones, knockoffs, and generics. You know, this is going to go on. You could read this here, folks. Sales limits for a company barely making its numbers. What's the eBay? What point eBay? Drop your dumb sales limits. Okay. Here's another one over here. I haven't sold anything in 3 weeks, so I went to Mercari and listed, let my stuff off of eBay. Letting my stuff of eBay expire. Mercari has a long way to do. Customer service and supports. All right, support. Here's what they're saying. Customer support sucks. Whatever. They do not allow more than one quantity to be listed. Multiple quantities. Another thing is they don't push messages from customers to email. I had 2 messages and inquiries. Mercari's message system is probably lost the sale. You know, people are gonna have a lot of problems everywhere to go. Okay, they're gonna have a lot of problems. No matter what site you go on, you're probably gonna have a lot of issues going on. Look at this here, folks. This is 10 hours ago. Here's another one. Sales down 66% over the last year. Had a good Saturday. Then poof, no messages or feedback with sales. They turned the lights off of my store. It went from bad to really bad in 3 days. No messages, more returns than orders. Wow, what a shame. Here's one over here. Last one I'm going to read. I'm not going to read all these here because if you load more comments, you're going to read a whole bunch more. If you want to read here and see what people have to say, you'd be surprised. Bad 572434 says, I'm down 58% from sales from 31 days last year. The last week has been pathetic though, so the decent sales disappear and the graph will look worse, whole lot worse. We should be doing 8 to 10,000 or even 3,000 per month. Wow, I wish I could even come on here and say I'm doing something at least half of that, and I'm not even doing that there. It's a shame. It really is. You know, son, and you know the funny thing is, folks. Here, people had these customer service reps at eBay had the, like I said again, and I don't like to keep harping on, but they had the audacity and the nerve to say there's nothing going on. How could this be when these people are commenting this stuff here? These are not people just coming on here to, make a name for themselves. These are people that are actually experiencing bad things going on, and yet eBay doesn't seem to care. That's the thing; they don't care. They don't care. Oh, let me bump out of here because if I keep reading, I'll get more upset. Anyway, just go to downdetector.com, look for the eBay logo, and you will see it. If you also want to see what's going on, you can click on the live outage map, zoom in, it'll show you your state or wherever where there's issues going on. They have this. Let me click on it. I'll show you really quick. These things, you're going to see them all the time like this here. Okay, they're always going to have outages going on this map here. I never seen it clear yet. Okay, now watch, it's going to be clear now. Oh, I'm just saying, watch make a fool out of me. Okay, now here's on the East Coast. I'm in New York. Let me just scroll in here. You can move the map over too. Now, I'm not concerned about what's going over here. Okay, I do feel bad for the people over there, but sometimes you can't read this here. So the only way you're going to end up reading it is when you zoom in. Okay, now here you can see Boston's having a problem, Bridgeport, Connecticut, I guess, right? New York, Washington, Redmond, Richmond. Okay, you got Cleveland, Detroit, man. These are the places supposedly for outage. Now, again, I said it once before. I don't know what kind of outage people experience. Or their server outages. I doubt their power outage because I'm in New York and I don't hear anything of that going on here. So I don't know. When they say outages, I don't know what kind of outages is happening. Are they getting a drop in signals? Maybe their internet went down. I don't know. But this is what this eBay outage map is all about. This is updated as well. Okay. Check it out if you get the chance. Go to downdetector.com. Here's the URL right here. Check it out. Okay, and you can see for yourself. Last but not least, and we are going to call it quits. eBay sales. You see this here, folks? When you respond to this here, you could also have them respond. Whenever a person updates, you will get notifications. Let's click on the little bell here and see what we got today. And this is the eBay community, folks. Look right here. Okay, the eBay community. All right, let's see what they got to say. Two of them for the 19th, which is today. Okay, let's go to this one first. Oh, brother. All right, let's see. It's usually at the bottom here. Okay, all right. This one here, the person said, I can't remember the month, but it's in 2019. Okay, now let's see what they're talking about here. Now I'm trying to see where they have you changing from PayPal. I haven't heard anything about PayPal. I'm changing from PayPal. It says yes, they will be phasing it out, but I'm not sure when. I know the peeps on this forum are up on things pretty good. Let's see, keep moving on. Okay, so basically, they don't really say, unless there's more going on. Let's see if there's anything here. A lot of this stuff is from the 18th, from yesterday. Bear with me for one moment, folks. Let's see what the other one is. Let's see. Let's go back to the other one there. Let me go back. Let's see what the other one was. If I can get back there. Let's see. This one was here. This is the 19th. I wonder if it's all in reference to that there. Oh man, gosh. What was that one? Is that the one I wrote? I wrote one like that too. Let's see here. Is that me? Yeah, that's me. This is what I wrote, folks. This is what I wrote. Oh my God, I feel living pain too. Let's see. Did somebody respond to me? Let's see. Regarding eBay sales down, I replied to. Okay, this person here had responded to me. Okay, I think 9% not showing up. I'm trying to think if this is mine. I should go down to 0 if you don't use it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to read that whole thing there, folks. You can read, but that's in response to me. You can see shop RJBC for great deals. You are not alone. This has all the markings of international small seller annihilation. See, yeah, because I did say it has a lot to do with foreign sellers. If I'm not mistaken, I wrote that in there, and it's true. My sales stopped. Now again, this is the 16th. All right, my sales stopped dead in their tracks for about 2.5 years. Oh my God, 2.5 years ago. Used to be very active, had a lot of sales, but I notice eBay has pretty much gone commercial sales now, and the small individual sellers are kicked off the side now. But then I list. Okay, so it says now. It was supposed to say when I list things. They said hen. It's okay. When I list things, I get pretty much 0 sales. This is sad. It was fun while it lasted. Okay, what else here? I also noticed that my listings would only have 1 to 2 views. I don't know what it's all about, but it wasn't like that all those years. I was active and had fun selling. eBay's hosing things somehow. And let's see here. 22 sellers here. This is the one I think the person was talking about. Is this the guy who was talking about? Combination? No, I'm thinking about this guy who's talking about selling a car. Is this the guy? There was one there where the guy would say something, he wants to do his own thing here. Let me see here. Can I come back on keywords? No. This one here is 1116. As a buyer, this happened to me. Searched eBay for an item. It came up multiple to 20 to 30 sellers had it. Wow. Came to be a few hours later to buy. No listings on eBay anywhere. No search for the or keywords would bring me to the item again. Wow, I need it as soon as possible, and I went to another website. The search manipulation is destroying sales, it seems. All right, well, that's the end of this. I'm not going to read the whole thing, folks. I can't get it. I'm going to bump out of here. I'm going to close this video out. I don't know how long it's going to be. You know, folks, all I can say is this. I know I sound like maybe a crepe hanger, or someone says, oh, this guy complains a lot. But look, folks, I'll be honest with you. Sorry, folks, my hands are tied from moving that mouse around. I've been selling on, like I said, I've been on eBay since 1999, on and off, but I haven't been selling consecutively. It's been an on and off thing with me. I started getting into it, just to give you a heads up, back in 2016 when I got laid off from my company. That's when I started fully getting into the eBay selling, doing it full time, so to speak. It is so bad, folks. It's not even considered a hobby time. It's not even a hobby anymore. Okay, it's not even a part-time venture. So let alone if people say you're doing it full-time, it's not even a full-time venture. Sales have been so dead that I don't know. I'm lost for words. Okay, all I know is this month again, I'm pulling money out of my reserve account. to stay in this game. Now, like I said in my other video, I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting. I'm going to stay in this game. If I do have to go back to a 9-to-5 job, I will still sell, but I don't think I'm going to be on eBay. I don't know, because I got to be honest with you, after talking to those people on eBay, those two people there, I felt very hurt in the way they handled it. It was as if they couldn't care less. Seriously. I mean, that's the impression I got. It's like they couldn't care less. They couldn't care what scenario I was going through, what financial crisis. I mean, I'm not saying, look, I'm not going to come on YouTube here and make a video and saying, well, because you're going through your own financial situation, expect people to feel sorry. I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for the people that have their own financial situations. People do this, folks, as a living. They do this as a living for some people. It's a full-time job for them. And when you can't make money to pay your bills every month, let alone the insertion fees, how in God's name are you supposed to survive? What do you? It's like, that's what I told the lady yesterday. I said, what am I doing here? What am I on eBay for if I'm not making anything? I'm not getting any return on my investment. What am I doing here? Now a lot of people who may follow may say, well, if you feel that way about it, just quit it all together and go back to a 9-to-5 job and start complaining about it. No, I'm not going to quit. I mean, I'm not going to give up like that. That's not what I'm all about. Okay? This is one of my passions, was to always have a business and try to start this type of business. Folks, you got to look at my situation. I've been through 2 layoffs and 1 company bankrupt. The last one was the strike 3 one. So now I would like to try to do something for myself. You know what I'm saying? I like to work for myself. I like to be self-employed. So that's why I'm staying in the game. And if I do have to go back to a 9-to-5, I'm still always going to be staying in this game. I'm going to always sell. Probably most likely, I don't like the way eBay's treated me. I'll be honest with you. In reading those other comments, what other people are going through on the down detector and on the eBay community chat board, it's like as eBay don't care less. They couldn't, you know what? And it's terrible. It's terrible the way they treat their sellers. I mean, they open the floodgates, as I said before, to to a lot of foreign sellers. No offense, but the U.S. sellers are starving over here. They're doing a starving act, even though there are people still making sales. How is eBay categorizing them? In other words, if you're in the top 1/5 or whatever, however they have it, do you get all the sales? Or is all your items, go to the top of the search rankings? I don't know. I have watches, but no takers. And I find that kind of odd. Well, people say, well, they're browsing. Come on. How much longer can you browse? I had stuff there over 1.5 years. How much browsing do you do? Eventually, listen, I don't know about you guys, but if I need something bad enough, I buy on eBay 2 things. 2 things I buy on eBay. 1, I buy toner cartridge for my laser printer, which I don't have to worry about that because I'm making any sales, not using any toner. 2, and I buy for my HP all-in-one printer that uses color ink cartridges. That's it. That's all I buy off eBay. Okay? That as of this time, I haven't bought anything because my HP printer, the all-in-one, needs ink. I'm not buying it because there's nothing to print out in color. Okay? There's nothing to print out. I usually print up my flyers and stuff like that there. I try to print out color things to, when I'm selling stuff, I put nice colorful things on with the buyers. I send to the buyer like a thank you thing. I usually do it in color. I'm not even doing that. I'm going to do it if I do send a little thank you thing. It's going to be black and white. It's going to be in a laser printer. Those are the only 2 things I buy for eBay, folks. So it doesn't. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're hearing people, or if the people, the way they talked to me yesterday. To be honest, the customer service on eBay. I told them right up front, don't send me the customer service because I am not going to fill it out. If I see it in there, because I spoke to 2 people, I'm deleting it. I am not happy with eBay whatsoever. And reading what those people are saying on Down Detector and the eBay community chat is terrible. It's horrible. I don't know what Amazon's doing, what's going on with Amazon. I don't sell on Amazon. But all I could say, folks, is There's got to be something to do. There's got to be a change coming, and I don't know. And I mean, I said I will keep doing a reseller news. I will keep putting the information out there for people to listen, to watch, whatever, and hopefully you'll hear and get a takeaway to some of these topics I'm talking about. It'll be helpful to you. I'm hoping to be helpful to me as well, but it doesn't seem like there's too much going on in the mix here, and it's really sad, and it's a shame. It really is. I mean. And like when I talked to the first one, she's like, "Oh, you've been a seller since 1990. We really don't want to see you quit, but that's up to you if you want." Basically, they would say, there would have to be a little more compassion in it. But it's like, if you're gonna quit, quit already. Who cares? You're one person. Who cares? But that's the impression I got. It wasn't even like a warm welcome. It wasn't even a warm welcome. It's like, and the way they went about the questioning, it was like, it's terrible for customer service. It was horrible. And I got to say one thing, maybe the person had a bad day, maybe caught them off at a bad time, but she did say, "Oh, we're getting a lot of complaints." Good. I hope they get tons and tons of complaints. They should. They deserve to. Because the way, like I said, the way they're going about operating their business is far and beyond the way it's not the way it should be run. And like somebody wrote in there on the Down Detector, or it was either Community, one of them. Wenig, I think it was Down Detector. Wenig, sure, nice guy, sure he's a nice person, but what they need, what eBay needs to do is bring somebody in there that knows about e-commerce. Okay, you don't take somebody, you don't get a CEO like they did back in Apple. Okay, if you watch the show from Apple, when Steve Jobs was who founded it with his friend Steve Wozniak, they brought. And I think that guy was John Scully, whatever his name is. I can't think of his name. From Pepsi Cola, whatever, or Coca Cola, whatever. And they brought him here. Here's a guy that deals with. He was a CEO of a soda company, right? Putting him in an IT field. Okay. Now, I don't know about anybody who knows about IT, but I was doing IT for many years. I couldn't go on. I was doing consulting work for companies, and I couldn't. The IT companies, the consulting companies, would not send me on any jobs unless I had my A+ certification. Okay, I've been a mainframe for 10 years, and what happens is when you go to a consulting firm like that, especially if in IT, you sit around with a couple of other people that are experienced in that line of work, of course, and they will bombard you with questions, and they want answers on how would you handle these scenarios that come up, and you better answer them right, because if not, they're not going to send you on these job sites. Because they figure they send you there and you're inexperienced, you're going to create them a problem because you're signing contracts with them, whatever, and waivers or disclaimers, whatever, and they're going to get the company that sends you out, they're going to get in trouble for it because they're sending an inexperienced person to work on their IT infrastructure. Computers, if you don't know anything about them, that's one line of work or one business or profession. You can't. I heard people say, "Oh, well, when you go into that line of work, you could always just chum yourself around. You could just chum your way around, just through little white lies." Let me tell you something. You can't do that in some cases because let me tell you, if you're not fully versed in that particular program, if you're a software engineer or developer, whatever, and they're telling you to do coding or certain things, and you're sitting there scratching your head saying, "Geez, I never completed that part in the course, but I did tell them I had a master's degree or I have a bachelor's degree in computer science," and you're sitting there, you're thinking, "How am I going to pull this off now?" Okay, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with bringing somebody that's inexperienced into another profession or to another company, telling them this is what we're all about when you were doing something totally different. Okay, all right. We all know what happened. The story with that. The guy ended up firing Steve Jobs. Then later on, the companies started tanking. Their sales were going down. Then they brought Steve Jobs back into the picture again. I don't know. I forget the dates when they let him go and when they brought him back. But all I know is when they brought him back, sales came up. He eventually, I think he had something to do with I don't know if he was the invention of the iPhone, whatever, iPad, whatever. The company started boosting back up in sales. If you read the story, watch Pirates of Silicon Valley, okay, if you ever get a chance, with Noah Wyle. He plays the part of Steve Jobs, and I can't think of the other guy who played Bill Gates. Watch that movie if you get a chance, called The Pirates of Silicon Valley, and you'll get the full idea of what I'm talking about. But again, you can't. That's what I'm trying to say. They brought that guy in from Pepsi, whatever, either from Pepsi Cola or Coca-Cola Company, whatever. And I think the story was, if you read the story, Steve Jobs said to him when he brought him in, it's based on a true story. He goes, "Do you want to sell sugared water or you want to make history?" And that was the thing. That's how Steve Jobs asked him, like kind of like employed him to get him in. So he kind of like got brought into the picture. That guy from PepsiCo, either Pepsi or Coca-Cola, whatever. And needless to say, that's what happened. But eventually, we know the story. He got fired. But you see, I'm trying to say, you see the two how they correlate with each other. You can't bring somebody in that doesn't know about that particular business. And I think this guy, no offense to him, I'm sure he's a good CEO. I'm sure he does things, but I don't think he may lack certain qualities or experience when it comes to e-commerce. You come in and you try to when I was going to college for marketing, it's like they're all saying, bring an old product back with a new twist. If it ain't broken, if the model works, leave it be. Let it be. If it's working, let it be. But whatever's going on with eBay, whatever they're doing, and like I said, with that lady, the second lady I told when she came back and told me there's no issues going on, there's no problems. Folks, I'm a very compassionate and quiet person, but she really had me going there. And when she came back, she was so adamant that, yep, coming out, she goes, yes, there was no problems with the payment and we are not experiencing any problems. I said that was it. That was the point of it. I said, well, let me tell you something. And that's when I read that part off of Down Detector. I think it was Down Detector. No, it was off of an eBay community chat board. How could people sit there? How could people say this stuff with eBay not having problems? I really, it blows the mind. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to talk anymore about it. Let me know what you think. Leave comments, suggestions. I'm always willing to hear what people have to say. I would love to say it, and I'm going to say it anyway. I wish you all the best of sales. I wish myself the best of sales. I'm going to do my own forecast. I don't see myself making any sales this month and probably next month. And I tell you, to be honest with you folks, the beginning of the new year, it's either going to be a yay or nay for me. Because money is running low. And when you only have so much money to keep you going, it's a do or die situation. You can't start tapping into all your resources because when you have no money at all coming in, that is the most scariest thing in the world. Okay, and I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys are better financially well off. If you are, God bless you. All I could say is I'm not in that situation right now. And if it gets to a point like that where I need to start hunting to go back to the job workforce again, I got to do what I got to do. I want to survive. I got to put food on the table. I got a roof to pay, take care of, and I can't afford to keep feeding money to this eating machine. Is what it is. All it's doing is eating my resources up. I'm not getting anything on return. I'm not making any returns on it. I'm not getting my, it's our ROI, return on investments. There's no money to be made here. And it's sad. It really is, because eBay is hurting themselves by doing this. But you know what? Again, they probably don't care, because now like I said again, they opened the floodgates, and now they got all the foreign sellers coming in. So all of us U.S. sellers that back out, or we quit, we get out of eBay, whatever, they probably don't care. If I say, all right, they probably their board meetings. Oh, they probably look at the charts. Well, how many U.S. sellers do we lose this year? Oh, I don't know, lost the next amount of money. I don't know, maybe 10,000, 20,000, whatever. But we got the foreign sellers that came in that offset it. We got 50,000 of them that are selling now on eBay. Who knows? As I was saying, I like to be a fly on the wall. They don't care. They don't care. Look at the thing. Look at this here. Let's just share this with you. With the buyer, you can't leave a negative feedback. You can't leave a negative feedback, but they can leave a negative feedback to you. Okay? Now, I taught in my video yesterday, I did a story about how a buyer, I sold a printer. Well, it was sold, put in there bold letters, printer not working, for parts only. The buyer gets it knowingly. It's not working. It's for parts only. I said it there. And then I said, when I put there, all sales are final. Didn't make a difference, folks. I sold it on a Wednesday. They got it on a Thursday, sent it back. Or they opened the request to send it back on a Friday, whatever. They opened it up on that Friday. It didn't come back to me. I had to wait like a couple days later. The person was in Brooklyn. I had to pay the shipping cost because of eBay's stupid 30-day return policy. I'm out $14. I'd rather the person not buy it. If they didn't buy it, I would have had $14 in my account. They took that $14, and now it goes towards eBay, and I have to pay my eBay fees plus the $14 that was laid out because of the buyer. Not good, folks. Not good. And you know what? All I see is eBay is just letting their sellers down. And I don't care if eBay is watching this, if they have people watching my YouTube channel or watching this particular video. I don't care. I want eBay to know what's going on, how people feel. And you know what? If eBay is watching this video, you're letting your sellers down. You didn't adjust for them. You didn't do anything to help them out. When I read on some of those eBay communities where people say they're not making enough money to pay their bills or enough money to buy food, that's sad, folks. That's really sad. I don't know what you guys feel, but that's sad. And I'm not making this stuff up. I'm just what I'm reading off the community chat. I don't come here and conjure up these things. I'm speaking on my own behalf too. And I'll be upfront, right? I'm going to be right up front and honest. I don't sugarcoat anything on this YouTube channel. I tell it like it is. And I'm telling you, upfront and honestly, I'm not making enough money to pay my eBay insertion fee. Not working. So now the end of the month comes up. eBay's going to sit there and send me that. Your invoice is ready for download. They got a heck of a lot of nerve to sit there and charge people. Thank God I don't have one of those other packages where you pay $29 or $39 a month. I would really be fuming. Because, like I said again, folks, it's a win-win situation for them. They're going to get their money no matter what, whether you make money or not. And that's why someone said someone said they should start a walk-away thing from eBay. Let me tell you something. That may catch on one day. People are going to walk away from eBay. And you know what? They're going to feel it. It's going to hit them right where it hurts, in their pocket. Seriously, it's going to happen. Eventually, it's going to happen. People, I've been looking at other sites. People discussed it. They're getting off eBay. One person, I moved all my stuff. One person, I think, had 1,500 items. I took it off eBay, moved it to another site. I'm done with eBay. I'm quitting eBay, whatever. Some people close their stores. Why have a store? Why pay that monthly fee? You're not making no money. That little stinking measly store I have for $4.95 a month. Why keep it? Bonanza, another site, no offense. Can't do anything with them. You think eBay's bad. Out of the whole time I've been on Bonanza, within a year I only made 10 items. I think I only sold 10 items within a year's time, whatever, something along that line. Nothing to write home about. Yeah, if I could think of things to share with you guys, I will be more than happy sharing with you, but I don't really have any right things. I don't have any suggestions right now. Like that one person said about doing your own website. You might want to go that route. And I most likely will do a video to talk about that, folks. You know, how to set it up for yourself on a budget. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good website. I think so anyway. The software I use is pretty good. The hosting service is pretty decent. I like it. I have no problem with them. I've been with them for a number of years. Very affordable. You know. So and I pay on a yearly basis, only $1 a month for hosting, I believe. The only thing that costs me a little extra money is you got, like I said, I think it's like $1. I think it's $1 a month for hosting, something along that line. And you don't get billed for it; you get billed yearly for that there. And so between the two, the hosting and the the domain registration, I think it's under probably $30. I think something along that line. It's not much. Well, maybe a little more. It could be a little more, but I know it's not much though. You know, And I don't pay it a monthly fee. I don't pay like that person with Shopify, $29 a month. I would never do Shopify. No way. No. I like that. The reason why I like having my own website is because you got control of it. You put on what you want to put on there. You set up the way you want to set it up. If you want to put watermarks on your pictures because you don't want people to use them, which I don't really care. People use my stuff. You have more control of your own website. You could design it the way you like. You don't have to pay for bold lettering. You don't have to worry. Things that HUA say, yeah, but you don't get higher in the search engine. You don't know that there's ways to boost your get your name out there. I typed my name up on Google and I got so many hits on different things that you wouldn't believe. And shake a stick. I'm not saying people say, well, then you should be doing good. No, I'm just trying to say my name is out there. It's on Google, and when I type it in there, it comes up with a lot of different things. Anyway, guys, I'm going to close out the reseller news for now. Today is November 19th, 2018. My name is Rich Pasini. If you like this video and all the videos I put out, if you check them, if you got a chance to check them out, I hope you did. You do, or did. Please do. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that like, comment, and share. And mostly, if you want to be updated on new videos I put out, please hit the bell notification icon so when I do put out new videos, you'll be updated. I do like to share different things. I will post stuff on a fly if I deem necessary. I don't want to overwhelm you guys out there, but there may be cases where you may be getting a lot of, not a lot, but there may be more frequent videos. So you might want to, make sure you hit that notification bell. And I will post out. I will put stuff that I feel is deemed necessary for you to, that's going to be helpful to you, But again, in closing, this video, this YouTube channel is going to be basically about everything and anything. Okay, I'll cover different topics and certain things. Like I said again, I don't discuss religion and politics. There is no profanity on this channel. I consider it a kid-safe channel, and that's the way it's going to be as long as I'm sitting behind this webcam here. Talking to you guys out there, so that's where it's going to be going forward. All right. Anyway, thanks again for hanging out. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think about what we talked about today. If you think it's helpful in any way, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. I do respond to comments as long as they're nice, friendly comments and not nasty or mean. I will respond to you. But for the most part, I wish you all the best. Until next time, bye-bye now.